So my cousin's gone to move his car, so I thought it'd be a good time. We'll do these kind of what are they called, like special abilities in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. If you played Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, so depending on the circumstance, you can activate one of these kind of effects. So what we can do is we'll go for each one. So here goes something. This one's a Jaden skill. So what it lets you do is um, you can activate this at the start of battle, start of your battle phase, when you control exactly one elemental hero monster and no other monsters. For the rest of this turn, that monster gains 800 attack while battling an opponent's monster and can attack all your opponent's monsters once each. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of that turn. So if you use this card with, say, Flame Wingman, that would be a good combination. There's quite a few of these to go. They're very wordy. So you got powerful group of guys. So if I read the cards out and then I'll show you guys at the end of each card reading. So while you control exactly one Destiny Hero monster and no other monsters, and your opponent controls more monsters than you, so 2 or more, special summon one Destiny Hero monster from your hand or deck with a lower level than the monster you control. You can only summon Destiny Hero monsters during this turn you activate the skill. Flip this card over at the end of the turn you activate this skill. So essentially, you can use this one again. You can use this one, say if you have, I think it's Destiny Hero Dogma. You could probably use this one to summon Plasma, or whichever one's the weaker one. The two depending on levels. You got Land of the Ojamas, so you can discard one Ojama card to special summon one Ojama monster from your graveyard. While you control an Ojama monster, switch the attack and defense of all monsters on the field. So I think this one's like a field spell. There's a field spell that looks like this, I'm pretty sure. It's very confusing how these... Oh, it is a field spell, yeah, it says it on there. I was going to comment on the confusingness. This one's a bit of a weird one. I just read through some of these. Once per turn, you can discard one card to fusion summon Ancient Gear fusion monster from your deck, which this set has, using monsters from your field as fusion material. If one of those materials is an Ancient Gear Golem monster, you can use monsters from your hand and or deck as other fusion material. Your opponent takes no damage for the rest of this turn. Any battle damage your opponent takes from the fusion monster is half. So essentially, you need Ancient Gear Golem to make the most of that card. Cyber Blade Fusion, so this is an Alexis one. Once per turn, you can discard one card to fusion summon one Cyber Blader by sending either Etoile Cyber or Blade Skater from your field to the graveyard. So again, you need to summon it, and other materials from your hand, field, or deck to the graveyard. That Cyber Blader card gains 400 attack points. You can use this skill can be used twice per duel. So essentially, you need Etoile Cyber or Blade Skater to use this effect. It doesn't look like you need polymerization. You just have to discard a card. So again, this one's kind of OP. You have Crystal Transcendence, so this one's a Jesse one. You can only summon set crystal monsters and dragon monsters while this skill is face up. Once per turn during your main phase, you can send up to 3 cards from your hand to your graveyard, then choose that many crystal beast monsters with different names from your deck and place them in your spell and trap zone as continuous spell cards. This skill can only be used twice per turn. So again, in a game where you only have 3 spell and trap card zones, I don't know how good this is, but you do need this card to use the field spell that Jesse has for the Crystal Beasts. Then you've got one for Zane, which is activate the skill once per duel. If your life points are 1500 or less and you have no monsters, reduce your life points to 50, which is wild. Then special summon up to 3 machine cyber monsters from your hand, deck, or graveyard. They each become Cyber Dragon and cannot be tributed. For the rest of this turn, you cannot summon set monsters except fusion summoning, nor attack except with fusion monsters. Destroy any monsters summoned by the skill at your end phase. So what you want to do with this one, I think, is fusion summon. So you want to use it to summon Cyber End Dragon, which I'd be surprised if this set didn't have that. We got one from our boy Axel, which is once per turn you can change the name of one Blaze Accelerator to Tri Blaze Accelerator. This can only be used once per duel, so you can use that one to get the better spell card, and then also you can use that one to destroy your Tri Blaze Accelerator, or the smaller which one is it? Blaze Accelerator to summon Volcanic Doomlord, or whatever the name of that card was. You got the right hero for the right job. So this is the Jaden one. Once per duel during your main phase, you can shuffle one element or hero monster into your main deck, special summon one level 4 or lower element or hero monster from your deck with a different name than the shuffled card. So you can use this one to special summon Bubble Man, I guess. Or you can use that one for, let's see, Bubble Man, or if you've got elemental hero Stratos or Stratos, because actually you need to normal summon that card. There is any elemental hero card where you got a special summon effect. You got Asta. Sorry if I sound a bit bored doing these. This is one part of the unboxing, I guess I wasn't massively looking forward to. You got an Asta one, which is during your main phase, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck and return them in any order. You cannot activate spell cards the turn you use the skill. Flip this card over. At the end of this turn, you activate the skill. So I think again, this is another one you can reuse, but it's pretty good. You know, reordering the top 3 cards in your deck is always going to help. Armed and ready. Once per tool during your main phase, you can send one level monster from you control to the graveyard and special summon the LV monster mentioned in the text, hand or deck or graveyard as it was summoned by the sent monster. Excuse me. So what I'd recommend using that one is with Armed Dragon level 3 to get Armed Dragon level 5. That would be a good one. I'm just going through these skills, which I don't think we'll use these in an actual match. But yeah, I've got a few more of these to go through.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you got middle-aged mechs. So this one's a good one actually, because I remember people using this one in the game. I hated this one. All ancient gear monsters you control gain 300 points. Each time a monster is normal summoned or set, place one counter on this card. If you tribute summon an ancient gear monster face up, you can tribute this card instead if the number of counters is equal or greater to the number of required tribute. So literally only 2 monsters need to get summoned, then you can get rid of this card and special summon Ancient Gear Golem, so I hated it. Well, there's an Ancient Gear like Reactor Dragon or something like that, which just sucked. Ancient Machine Angel Ascension. So once per duel during your main phase, you can use one of these skills, but each can only be used once per duel. Discard one spell, then add one Cyber Angel Ritual Monster or one Machine Angel Ritual Monster from your deck. Fed's out there. I just cut this out. Lol. You got the other effect is shuffle one Angel Ritual Monster or Machine Angel Ritual spell from your grave into your deck. So a pretty decent one. You can use either one of those effects only once, but decent. Rainbow Collection. So this one's a Jesse one. If a face-up Crystal Beast monster you destroy would be destroyed, you can place a crystallization counter on it instead. Monsters with these crystallization counters are considered continuous spell cards in your spell and trap zone instead of monsters. If a card with a crystallization counter would be special summoned, remove the counter. I mean, this is a weird one. That one's just bizarre. So, some of these I don't get. Got Cyber Dark Style. This one's a Zane one. Once per turn, choose 3 Cyber Dark monsters from your deck. Your opponent randomly adds one of them to your hand. Shuffle the other 2 along with one other card from your hand back into your deck. Then flip this card over. This skill can only be used up to 3 times, once on your life points are 3,000 or less, 2,000 or less, and then 1,000 or less. So this one's alright. It gives you a bit of a chance to get your Cyber Dark cards to your hand. You got Volcanic Cannon. I've got about 5 more of these. So this one, once per duel, you can send one Tri-Blaze Accelerator you control to a graveyard, then special summon one Volcanic Doomfire from your hand, deck, or graveyard, ignoring its summoning conditions. Your opponent takes no effect damage the turn you activate this skill. So again, that one's a good one if you want to get your Volcanic Doomlord to the field. Energizing Elements. So this one's a Bastion one. That's interesting because I don't think there's a Bastion deck in here, but okay. You can declare, it might be in this pack actually, we could have a Bastion deck. You can declare fire, water, wind, fire, water, earth, or wind. This turn, monsters with the declared attributes gain 500 attack and lose 400 defense. Also, any battle damage they inflict is half. If you control no monsters with the declared attribute, flip this card over. So again, this one's a bit pointless. And we've got 3 more. Room for Growth. We've got a Silas one, or Cyrus one. During your main phase, you can increase the attack of a level 3 or lower monster you control by 300x its level until the end of this turn. Flip this card over. So you can increase a monster attack of a level 3 monster by 3 times its level. So you can get up to 900 points, which is fine, I guess. I've got Dino DNA. You got Hasselberry. Remember him, the dinosaur guy?
Oh, yeah.
Love Hasselberry. During each of your draw phases, you gain 200 points. During your draw phase, if you draw a dinosaur monster from your normal draw, you can reveal it and place it at the bottom of your deck. Then draw one card. Why would you do that? Once per turn during your main phase, you can make a dinosaur monster you control, gain 200 until the end of this turn, that's fine. And then we got the last one, which is actually the best looking one. Consumed by darkness. So this is a U-Bell one. All crystal beast monsters on the field and in the graveyard become dark. If an ultimate crystal monster attacks, negate the effects of the attack target during the battle phase. During damage calculation, if a crystal beast monster battles and you will take damage, you can send one crystal beast monster from your deck to your graveyard and you take no battle damage from the battle. So this one's a field spell. And yeah, T, have a look at this one, man. This one's probably the best art.
Yeah, that looks so cool.
That looks really good. I'll show the camera again when you're done, but that's probably the best looking card in this set, honestly. So yeah, thoughts on these? These are alright if you want to use them. If you don't, you don't. I think Jaden's probably got the best ones as usual with this one. You can use it to spam summon. Bubble Man, so you can keep drawing cards if that's going to be your strat. But yeah, we'll leave that one here. We've got a fair few more to get through. So that's just a quick review of those skill cards. So we'll be back, and T's back here as well. So we've got quite a few more cards to get through. So I'll see you in the next one.